Okay, so today I'm going to do an extensive video of this 1970 Triumph Bonneville T120R. First thing we're going to do is going to give it a cold start, fire it up, show you how the bike runs and sounds. It runs and sounds and starts wonderfully. It's a really easy starting bike on an ice cold start. It's been sitting in the garage for the last 2 or 3 weeks without being started, so we're going to obviously turn the gas on. Tickle the carbs till we get a little bit of fuel out, about that much. About that much. And we're going to turn the key on, and we're going to give it a kick. Got a low beam, high beam, horn, tail light, brake light, and so on. So there, the bike runs and rides and shifts excellent. Motor has a lot of power. It's a very strong running engine, very tight top end. Basically what had happened was a friend of mine had purchased this bike as a basket case as a retirement project about 16 years ago. Took his time, took the bike completely apart, every nut and bolt, went through everything, and then reassembled it, rewired everything, had the frame powder coated, had the brake drums powder coated, new sprockets, new chain, new brake liners, new spokes, laced to new rims with new tubes, new tires, you know, anything and everything, new mufflers, new head pipes. All the fasteners are new. Most of them are brand new stainless nuts with lock washers, Teflon lock washers. Some of the bolts are original Whitworth, but most of them have been replaced with modern standard bolts with stainless. But anyway, got a beautiful paint job. He had a friend of his at a body shop paint it. Bought the paint from Hutchinson, painted it the correct scarlet red and silver. Had a friend of his hand paint the gold accent pinstriping to break up the paint. They did a really nice job. You know, the bike is really just a gorgeous bike. Wiring wise, let me pop this seat. It's got a Boyer ignition. It's got a modern regulator rectifier, so the charging system works wonderful. It's got a brand new seal top battery. Everything's nice and tidy, tucked away. Got a fusible link. It's still positive ground system. But like I said, it's everything's really nice and clean and tidy. This is the original 1970 seat. It's not a reproduction, not a cheap knockoff seat. He did want to keep the original seat because the original upholstery was in such good shape. So they did keep the original seat on it, and the, you know, the foam's in pretty good shape. Still got a really good form to it. The label is worn out, as you can see, but you know, the seat's in really good shape for an original Survivor seat. Chain guard was powder coated. These are brand new reproduction shocks. Actually, I don't think these are. These, well, they might be. I can't remember if he said they were or not. They might just be OEM shocks. But anyway, like I said, new tires, new tubes, new rims, new air filters, brand new 930s, not you know, rebuilt ones. These are brand new carburetors from Amel, brand new. Let's see. The clutch plates are new. Fiber and steel plates are all brand new. Basically what he had done was he had taken the bike apart, put it all back together, all like a brand new bike, didn't put oil in it, didn't put gas in it, just basically put it up for display in his basement. So the bike has had very little run time. These are new reproduction Smith's gauges. They both work great. There's 598 miles that's been clocked on it since it was completely finished. Most of that has just been up and down the road, and most of that was done probably 5 to 6 years ago. I had it running. I've had it running and riding it for the last 3 or 4 days. You know, just basically running up and down the road to make sure everything works good. Everything, you know, that way I have a better feel for it to show that everything seems to be in good working order. Yeah, like I said, front drums were powder coated as well. New brake liners, new rims, new spokes, new tires, new tubes. Okay, now to the bad news. Those are all the good things. There's got to be bad things. It can't all be good. This is the factory frame number, JD 58027 T120R. This is how the bike is titled off the factory frame numbers as a 1970 Bonneville T120R. The title matches these frame numbers, so no worries there. The engine is not numbers matching. This is an older engine that's in here. I'm wanting to say this is a 66 650 engine, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think it's a 66 engine. At one time, this particular engine, prior to Bill buying it and doing what he did here with the restoration, the previous owner had said that this was a 30 overbore 650, and it had extensive head work done to it. And of course, no paperwork to back that up. But you know, the bike runs good. It's tight. Everything, you know, the power is there. It feels wonderful going down the highway.